Okay, today we are gonna go on the first drive in the 12 valve that we've been on in over 2 months. You guys know we just got the straight pipe put on it a couple days ago. You guys seen that video last night, and I told you we'll be making the first drive video as soon as possible. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. But first we're gonna pull the 24 valve in the garage and do a quick install on it. And I'm not gonna do the little shot of the 24 valve pulling in the garage like I normally do, only because the headlights are already on the 24 valve. I've made the video, the installation video already for the 24 valve. I made that last night. The reason I'm waiting to upload that video for a couple more days and I'm not showing you guys that is because I want to give you guys feedback on the headlights, how they do at night. I want to drive with them for about 2 to 3 days. And also I want to end out that video with a couple good shots of the truck rolling down the street, and I also want to raise the production value of that video. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to not do these headlights justice. I know you've been waiting on them for a long time. The last thing I want to do is upload a really quick video without really good shots, because I haven't been able to take them yet because I've been working straight through the night every single night. So I definitely want to wait a couple more days. Let me be able to experience the headlights a little bit longer and raise the production value of that video, because these headlights are something else. They are amazing. You guys are gonna love them. But like I said, we are gonna be pulling the 24 valve in the garage right now, not showing the front end. We're gonna do a quick engine preventative maintenance upgrade for it. It'll just take a couple minutes, and then we're gonna go on our first drive on the 12 valve, get our baseline. This video is about getting our baseline for our truck, see exactly where we are before we do any engine upgrades, any engine modifications at all, between valve lash, upgrading or bumping up the idle, anything we do to the engine. We're gonna get our baseline today. We're gonna go on our first drive on it, 0 to 60, see how everything feels. Then we're gonna start touching the engine. We're gonna see exactly where we are. I think you guys will enjoy this video because we'll look back on it and see where we've been and where we are. Say in 2 months, it's not gonna be long, and this truck's gonna, we already did the exhaust, but that's not gonna be a crazy adjustment as far as our baseline goes. So today we'll get those numbers, see how it feels. It's gonna be slow as crap, but it should be a lot of fun to drive, like jumping in a time machine. So let's get the 24 valve in the garage. I can at least show you this side of it, and we'll see you here in a second. Alrighty guys, so something we haven't done in about a year since we put the product on our truck is change out our intake filter. And you definitely wanna do that about every year. I noticed in my last long road trip that my EGTs were, going a little bit above average. So you know what, I figured I might as well go ahead and replace the intake filter on it. I know some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, you should get a dry filter. You should never use a reusable filter. You know what, these have treated me great. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say I should use a dry filter, but hey, if you're replacing the oiled filter every year or so, then the dry filter really isn't that important. These things are not gonna grenade your engine. Like I said, I've been running them for a very long time. Banks, you guys know I've been running their intake elbow, their cold air intake. Well, after a year of having them on the truck, here is my review for them. They have been absolutely amazing. They have been one of the best upgrades I've done on my truck, the intake elbow and the cold air intake. Lowering the EGTs, you guys know I had my ISPRO gauges on this truck, so I really got to see between the before and after or how the cold air intake performed and how it did. And let me tell you, I definitely noticed an increase in horsepower just by having the intake on it. Now the boost intake elbow, I did notice a little bit, like 1 to 1.5 raise in boost, but the thing looks great. I mean, look at it. The thing looks amazing, and it also raises our boost at the same exact time. But the cold air intake sounds great, performs great. All around, I love that cold air intake. So today we're gonna replace our intake filter on it. Should only take us a second, and then we'll go on our drive with the first gen for the first time. Alright, so here's the comparison between the one we've ran for a year and the new one we're about to put on. You guys can obviously tell, I don't even have to explain it to you. This one is definitely on its way out and needs to be replaced. There's nothing stuck in it in the mesh. I was actually interested about that. I see a little bit of like a leaf or something right here, but the mesh has held up pretty good. You guys know I do kind of drive it like a grandpa, but every once in a while I'll get on it. It's also a good time to inspect your turbine wheel, compressor wheel, make sure everything's good to go with it. Make sure there's no play in it. This S362 has been amazing for this truck, and what I've been told by Bruce from After Hours, you guys know he's a great mechanic, been around second gens for a very long time. This S362 is probably one of the best turbos, starter turbos, that you can put on a truck, and you can also compound right out of it, no problem. So we are going to go ahead and put this intake filter on the second gen and then get right to the first gen. Just wanted to show you guys the difference in coloration, because this was the same color as that when it was new. They're not, this wasn't a darker color a year ago. when it was produced. This is just plain out, ready to be replaced, and that's what we're gonna take care of.
I wanna feel your depth, but your heart is deaf when you talk to me. I guess that's what we were taught. We open up depending on how many drinks we have bought. He wants your head.
Alright boys, let's hop in the time machine. I still need to put the grill on. Remember, new headlights are already in for the first gen. This is pretty exciting, boys. I haven't drove this truck obviously in 2 months, so but I know she's gonna run fine. It'd be interesting to see how the brakes feel. They might need to be used a little bit just so they can get back used to working, but our wait to start light is off. Fires right up, boys. Fires right up. Now our ABS light is on. I already know the reason for that. Our fuel gauge is not working. You guys know that. Our fuel sending unit that we got from LMC was a piece of crap. But I'm gonna let the truck warm up for a couple minutes and I'll catch up with you guys then. All right, boys, and we're off. Now she does need an alignment. I'm not too worried about that right now because we are going to be... That was weird. I went to brake and I hit some sort of wires down there. But anyway, yeah, she needs an alignment, but the only roads we're going to be going on today are old country roads that no one really drives on too much. Now we'll see some cars, but if, you know, whatever happens and the alignment just gets way out of control or something, and it's really not even that bad right now. What we were talking all this crap about, it's really not even that bad, but she does need one nevertheless, because you'll see it'll get kind of wobbly here in a second. Brakes are okay. Do a little brake check, you know, we gotta make sure our safety stuff is first before we take this truck across this highway. The turbo sounds okay, the exhaust sounds all right. Haven't even got into it a little bit yet. A couple of you guys DM me on Instagram about the HX35s. I do appreciate it. We should have one on the truck here pretty soon, and that's gonna greatly wake up this truck because that HE turbo, or the H1, excuse me, HE's in 3rd gen. I was talking to a guy actually about an HE swap on this truck, but it's not the exact route I want to go right this second. So we are going to do a HX35 right now, but good Lord, she feels good. Dude, I don't know what it is, but when I drove this truck home, my brother can vouch for this truck was way slower than it is now. I don't know if it was the exhaust or what, but this truck already feels triple the time or response time, because you guys seen I got to 40. Now I wasn't getting into the gas at all, which is what's impressive to me. And a lot of you guys are like, oh man, this truck's slow as hell. Yeah, it is slow as hell, but what I'm saying is the exhaust alone, hands down, tripled the response time. I mean, I don't know what it was. I did, turning up the pump. I also turned up the pump, duh. My bad, guys. I did turn up the pump. So turning up the pump and the exhaust. I forget. I've done so much to this truck in the last 2 months and sometimes forget. But yes, I did turn up the pump and I did do the exhaust, and already this truck feels way more responsive. So to get this is kind of getting our baseline. We're seeing where the truck is now before we really jump into these meaty engine upgrades. I'm already trying to sort out a couple engine upgrades right now. So hopefully pretty soon we can start throwing some engine upgrades at it. Good Lord. Now, you guys know we just put the leveling. We got the new coils, new ball joints, new shocks. You guys know we got the new Bilstein shocks on here. And I told you guys I would let you know if it rides like a wagon. So far, it's riding kind of like a wagon. So we'll see if it loosens up. You know, new coils, new shocks. They got to have their time to wear in just a tad. So these are brand new coils, brand new shocks, never been driven on before. So you guys know just as much as I do, new coils, new shocks. It's going to ride like crap for a couple 100 miles. And then when they get beat down a little bit, they should ride a little bit better. But right now, your feedback is, yeah, the truck's riding like a wagon right now. Good Lord. But she's so sweet to drive. It's nothing like driving first gen with a bunch of farmland in the background. It is beautiful. You gotta love America. Went 40 to 60 in about 4 seconds. So we kind of can see the numbers right there. We are about to actually turn around because we don't have too much diesel fuel in this thing, because I wanted to put a full tank of fresh diesel in it once I got the new. Actually, this is not a safe place to turn around, so I'm gonna go a little bit further. Exhaust sounds great. Oh my God, that exhaust sounds amazing. yo, turning up that pump and that exhaust really woke this truck up. Good Lord, I can't wait till my brother drives this truck. What the duck? He'll be here probably next week. He's gonna drive this truck. He's gonna be like, wow. He's really gonna be able to tell because he drove it initially, and so did Chris. This truck definitely woke up a lot with the new exhaust. Dang, I was hoping I'd be able to turn around real quick, but it looks like there's a truck. Go ahead and get a 0 to 60. This is going to be a safe road to do it on. I know you guys are always worried about me. I do have a helmet on actually, but all right, start your clock, boys. Gonna go ahead and get a little boost action going on here. He's off. $50. $60. There's our 0 to 60 baseline right there after she was nice and warm. Now we don't have a limited slip differential, so I think she was a one-wheel wonder back there, spinning one tire, or two tires, I guess. It is a dually. I don't know, I'll have to look back on the video and see. But I think she was spinning at least one side, one jump chump. We may weld the rear diff shut, but I don't know. That's something to decide later on down the road if we want to do burnouts, things like that. But hey, that's not bad. I don't know, it was bad, but trust me, it's a lot better than it was before. We're on the way back to the house right now, guys. The suspension does feel like it's loosening up just a tad. Just a tad, not too much, but it does feel a lot better. This is the American dream right here, boys. This is what I've dreamed about since I was in Hawaii. Riding in a first gen, nothing but fields around me. You guys that have been with the channel for a long time know I used to always talk about it. This is exactly where I wanted to be in life 1 year later. And I'm finally here. It feels great. I could not do it without you guys. I couldn't thank you enough. We're almost at 55,000 subscribers. We may even hit it by the time this video goes live. YouTube is still demonetizing my videos after the change, after the new approach that I told you guys about 3 videos back. YouTube is still, for whatever reason, demonetizing these videos, but I don't even care. I love doing these videos for you guys. It is so much fun. I couldn't be here today without you, that's for sure. Couldn't thank you enough. So I'll catch up with you guys once we get back to the house, and I'll end out this video.
That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like down below. Let me know you did enjoy it. I'll make more videos like this as we upgrade things. I'll probably go on more rides and make a lot more videos just like this, just tracking our progress as we go. So leave a like down below. If you are new, make sure you do subscribe. You are not too late. This build is in the beginning stages still. Just catch up. I do have a playlist on my channel you guys can check out and catch up all the way till we are now from when I picked up the truck 2 months ago up in North Alabama. But that is going to do it for this one. I am probably going to be releasing a Snapchat here in the coming days, so be expecting that. You guys let me know in the last video that you are interested in me making a Snapchat, updating things on there, doing sneak peeks, like kind of like I do on Instagram. I do a ton of stories on Instagram showing parts before they're released on YouTube, so make sure you follow me on Instagram. Be expecting a Snapchat to be released for the channel. I already made it. I'm just need to get into it and adjust a couple things on it and get it ready to go live. So be expecting Snapchat go live here for the channel in a couple days. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. Thank you for 55,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys in the next one.
I hate saying, but still hopeful. I'm conflicted, I'm lost in a lot of women. I know our situation's been sticky since the beginning. She left me out in limbo. You deal with my indecision. Don't know if you'll ever love me.